Always something.
Power off. Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Speakers paired. Left channel. Right channel. Bluetooth pairing. Searching for connection. Speakers paired. Left channel. Right channel. Power off.
They be hating. It's all right. Nothing stop my flow.
Working the speakers, turn it back on. They kept making by itself.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
I've come this far on trust. Lord help me, my life is stress. I'm a mess. Lord help me. Open up into my heart. I can do nothing without you, God. I'm praying, saved by His grace. And I'm a heathen, brother. I'm a mess, oh Lord, and you help me. Trying to get that thing together. Usually the show runs a lot smoother. Welcome to You're a Mess with Taibu Muad'Dib. I jump in here and go live and do my thing regardless of the shenanigans, issues, problems, late, on time, early. I go hard for y'all one time because y'all deserve it. Um, I promise you a better podcast, you an experience. I feel like I've delivered that. I want to be mindful. I'm over 200 episodes. Getting that done. The hottest relationship podcast, man. The fastest growing relationship podcast is You're a Mess. I sit off in here and I go in, and y'all just sit back and check it out because this might be one of the hottest shows I've done. Going in on the fellows this month. The ladies, they're ghosting Shay right now. I hope that she reaches out to them and y'all get yourself together because really, to be honest with you, like y'all need to come together and organize, man. Your performance is subpar as a culture. All right, African women, y'all at the bottom of the barrel. If you want to stop being a little more than baby venom machines, sex toys, and you know what I'm saying, scapegoats, bailouts for the rest of the country, y'all need to come together and organize. Get that vibe going about yourself, man. We all gonna make a move. It's hard for y'all to really be like, we need kings and leaders out here, and y'all tramps and HOEs. It's crazy. Um, but this month, I'm going in on the brothers because Y'all deserve to know the truth. I want y'all to know what y'all up against. So this month right here, I'm giving y'all the game. Taibu Muad'Dib, let it all ride. We're gonna look back on this episode and be like, yeah, that's when he took off. That's why I got on pink. That's why I got this pink on. Hot to death in it. Sexiest man in Dallas. Like a boss, I jump it off. It's going down. All right. Wet the whistle. What does it mean, recycle versus refund? What does that actually mean? All right. I'm live so early. Folks is like, oh, he live already? Get out your notepad and your pens and your paper. Recycle versus refund. What does that mean? No, it doesn't mean I lost my mind. That happened a long time ago. All right. You ever order something off Amazon that don't really work? It might not just be Amazon. Anywhere you order an electronic device and it doesn't really work, and you was banking on it to come. You had everything set up, and they get there and it don't work. It's like wah wah wah. End up going to the store anyway because you really need it. So you gotta spend a little bit more money, probably a whole lot more money, to buy straight from the store. It's pretty crazy. But they've been like tripping the whole time. Get off in here, man. I got a lot of people podcasting. A lot of people out there podcasting now. Everybody thinks they have what it takes to run a successful podcast, but they don't have the fortitude, right? You got to look that word up. What is fortitude? They don't have the fortitude, you know what I mean, to get that thing done. So, what I want to suggest is that the majority of you get yourselves together and make a move, because maybe if we come together, podcasting, it'll be like the right deal. You know what I'm saying? I wonder. I be having to put this little thing out. The one thing I can't do that I just don't have time to do anymore is invite you guys. So y'all better start checking for me around 9 o'clock just to make sure y'all catch me going live. I send the invite out here and there, but that's one thing I'm just too busy to do right now. I was very successful, and y'all saw a bunch of people on here. I was successful at reminding folks, I'm going live, I'm going live, I'm going live, I'm going live. You know what I mean? Bottom line, get folks jumped off. Uh, Counting up the cost. A pastor I've known for a long time did a a sermon one time on counting up the cost. I'll never forget it because it was real. So I'm giving you ladies the game right now. Counting up the cost. And when you're young, you don't even realize how much things are going to cost down the line. You just want to be grown. You want to make your own decisions. Then when you realize, man, all the struggle and suffering and sacrifice you're going to have to go through if you don't get yourself together. Counting up the cost, though. So, ladies, before you jump out there and start dating, count up the cost. on a True Love Tuesday, if it wasn't truly love, and now relationships coming to an end, what value, did that relationship carry as far as that man's concerned? See, going in, when you buy a car, many people who are smart car buyers, they look at it like, okay, uh, if I want to trade this car in, I'll get this value, right? Count the cost. If I want to do something spectacular, I have to have a mind to know that I gotta adjust something. Okay, I gotta move. Okay, now it's the right time. Count up the cost. But a lot of people in relationships, and I'm saying mainly you women, I'm letting you know, we if you don't count the cost on that relationship you get ready to get into, then what happens is you find yourself in a situation where the person that you're with and the time you're spending with them is depreciating at a really high clip, right? Depreciating. I'm talking about it's going down so fast. Zoo. Count up the cost. Count up the cost, ladies. So tonight we look at recycle versus refund. What's that relationship gonna look like if you try to recycle it, right? Second time around. Uh, uh, uh. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, what if you get that going? What's the value in that? What's the value you break it with this person and you get back with them and there's some value there. What about refund? What about a quick refund? What about taking it back to the store for a refund? Right? Oh, don't look at me like y'all don't know. I had a young man come on here and he said, only reason females out here having kids is for the child support or for the money. They get married for the kids, for the money. He actually came on my show and said that. Y'all gotta go back and look at it. That was his whole thing. He wanted to bring it out. So my thing is this. Why not count the cost first? Because in the relationship sense, as a refund, you give it back. What do you get out of it? So, ladies, for the refund, you gotta look at, like, if you get married to a man and he ain't SHIT, you give it back. What do you get out of it? You know, trying to help some folks out right now. You give it back. What did you get out of it? Tell me. I want to know. I want somebody to get on here and tell me, like, you got to count the cost up first. Like, what really will it be worth if you attempt to give that relationship back, to get your, you can't really get your time back, but if you shoot that man back to the world, what's the refund on that? What's the refund on that? You know, are you collecting alimony, ladies? Are what is your expectation in that relationship? So, fellas, that might sound a little mercenary. It might sound like a little manipulative, but I mean, what are we discussing here, right? Got to get it right. You got to be right with it. Messages failed to send the whole way. YouTube don't want me to. I mean, Facebook ain't trying to let me send no links. I gotta just let folks know I'm live right now. Look for it by name. When I'm dropping these real facts on your head, right? It's like that's when you elevate with me. It doesn't make any sense to hop on the podcast or to hide from the podcast, and this is something that you feel. It's something that you've been through. All right. Y'all watched my earlier podcast all by myself, doing just this, inviting quality people to the live studio. That's why that thing's hooked up right now. All right. Hooking things up because that live studio feel that draws folks in. Got to get it right. But the question is firm. Sound. Recycle. So, ladies, when you look, and Delonte came on the show. Shout out to my man Delonte. On this show, D Who Knew. Check out that podcast on Wednesday nights. You look at my man Delonte, but you look at the fact that women have the right to count up the cost, fellas. So, ladies, I'm trying to give you the game. What does that man look like if you put him back for a refund, take him back for a refund? Whether you marry him or you date him, what value does that person have? All right. If you ladies, if you y'all break up, but then after a while you get back together, what's his recycle value, right? Too many of you have taken this role. I can take care of myself. So that means all we can do for you is diddle in the middle. I mean, what's the value in that? Y'all all have 100 bodies. You got 100% approval rating. Can't prove that with that. That's obviously not going to get it done for you. Why even recycle it? Since y'all got 100%. Since you can really go out there and just get any diddling in the Midland, what's the sense? And even if it's not the financial aspect of it or the physical aspect of it, mentally and emotionally, what's the value? Refund or recycle. So we're talking about some of these long relationships, right? And as people have been on my show, been in relationships for a long time. And I'm like, man, come on, True Love Tuesday, tell folks about it. Like, it's throwing me off because I thought I knew good people. I thought that I was involved and connected to a network with good people. So if you have a relationship and you want to come on my podcast, and we rock with each other, you want to come on my podcast and tell the people how to do it right, like let them see what a loving relationship looks like, because a lot of us don't know. We hopping in our relationships and the relationship goes sour, and it's just like, oh well, that's just part of the game. No, it's not. You just don't know how it's supposed to go. So, for the 4 or 5 couples that I know intimately, that I know y'all act like y'all have it going on, but you don't want to help nobody else, you know what I'm saying? Like just by being a good example, question that. Gotta question that. All right. It's funny, like folks pop in, like just long enough to see the twerking. That's never gonna happen. Never gonna see twerking on my show. It's never gonna happen. I think my cousin JR just be getting people to jump in just to okay, like maybe tonight. He's a funny guy. What is it about Taibu Muad'Dib and his show that brings folks to it and then runs them off? Draws them in. I draw folks in pretty regularly now. Draw them in. Then it runs them off. What does that mean? I think that the truth hurts. I think that on my show, the truth comes out and people don't want to face that kind of truth. I think I got a lot of phony Facebook friends, Instagram friends. I'm gonna go. I go through a purge every 18 months. So I'm gonna go through a networking purge. Oh yeah, I'm like Bean Siegel on State Property. Either get down or lay down. Like if I don't see you on my podcast, if you ain't joining in, if you ain't like to subscribe to my YouTube page, you out of there. Recycle versus refund. Ladies, if you put that man back, what value will you get out of it? If you break up with that man and go back with him, what is his recycle value? Y'all don't want to talk about that though. A lot of y'all scared to break up with somebody just because y'all scared to not be with that person, for that person to be with somebody else. And possibly, maybe you like them more than you. Something else. Getting it popping, man. Shooting out the info, man. Got y'all in place. Recycle versus refund. That's so deep. And y'all ladies, y'all doing it. Y'all doing it. So if you would have counted up the cost beforehand, you'd be straight right now. Just think about it from Taibu Muad'Dib's point of view. If you'd have counted up the cost, you would have never. Y'all against lie detector tests? This is the way to do it, ladies. If you a little bit shy on lie detector tests because you don't want to take one yourself, but you want to kind of know what's going on, research that man's value. Oh yeah. Research his value. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you put him back, what kind of refund are you going to get? So if you give him a child or give him your hand in marriage and you put him back, what kind of refund are you going to get? What kind of value is it going to have? It's real. I definitely on here going in. Definitely. Ladies, tell me. If you recycle him, if you go back to him, how is that going to elevate your life? What kind of value can he have the second time around? Just think about. I'm saying y'all going in these relationships, y'all not even giving yourself a chance. It's crazy. Taibu Muad'Dib gunning down the competition, murder on the podcast. I'm talking about gunning them down, not playing no games, making sure everybody knows best relationship podcast hand down. I'm the only relationship podcast that's hot without an audience. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not pandering to nobody. This is strictly underground, right? I don't care. one person or 1,000 people, I don't care. I'm gonna shoot it to y'all. I'm gonna shoot y'all to the demonstration as is. All right. Thank y'all for jumping in and checking me out and looking for the twerking a couple of times. A couple of y'all looked in here. Said, oh, no twerking. Okay, no twerking. All right. I just want to make sure no twerking. We gonna get through it. Uh-oh. All right, y'all already know what it is. Right or wrong segment time, it looks like. Right or wrong segment time. What's going on?
Not much.
You think the microphone hurts?
Just tired.
Okay. All right. Do we have a right or wrong segment loaded up?
Yep.
Shout out to my man YT performing Super Bowl Sunday in Arizona. Get that money, player. It might be y'all might want to get y'all money up, man. Go check YT out, man. YT Rogers on Facebook, man, on the book, doing his thing. All right. Let's get off into this right or wrong segment and see what's going on. Yeah. So you just can't buy good help these days. Woo! Why are you trying to match my shirt?
Because it's sure Tuesday.
Nobody heard a word she said. I don't know why she comes on my shows and whispers when we've already been over this. It's nuts. So we're gonna sit back. Recycle versus refund. After the right or wrong segment, I'll get into the technical definitions and we'll go ahead and knock this thing out. Booyah. I'm gonna let y'all hear my sound effects real. So
That's what
I'm
you need.
gonna start
That's it.
yourself. All right, let's
That's
go.
what you need. I just sent it again.
Well, slap yourself one more time for good measure. Shay Houston, right or wrong segment. She ain't no joke. We're gonna check it out and see what we got. We're gonna this thing up real quick. We're gonna present this thing. Sharing the screen with Shay Houston, man. Right or wrong segment. She don't play no games. Let's go.
Men are not manipulating women. I think women are just not patient enough to find out what the man is truly there for. And what I mean by that is giving up benefits to a man so early in the process before you figure out what is his reason for being there. Now that's cool if that's just your thing, right? Like if you run into a guy and you realize, okay, this is not going anywhere fast, but I'm ready to have some fun or whatever. So we just gonna kick it, we're gonna do our thing and we're gonna keep it pushing. But perspective is never gonna be lost. Like I know what this is. But that's not what happens. Most women will run into a guy that they actually like and they actually want to pursue things with, but then they'll begin to give up so much of themselves so early before you even find out what that man is really there for. And then when it goes left, it's like, oh, he manipulated me. He was, treating me like a girlfriend and all of these things. And it's like, no, he wasn't really. It's just you were so eager to make the situation happen that you kind of overplayed your hand. Men are not manipulating women. I think.
So, do y'all feel that he's right or he's wrong? Drop your comments down below. Let us know right or wrong.
Get in the comment section, man. Put a right or wrong down there for Shay. I mean, where do you find these metrosexuals at, man? I'm so tired of people got these guys sitting close to the microphone. You know what I'm saying? Where do you find these metrosexuals? I don't care how you this gay man out here in Texas,
to a woman.
man.
What are you talking about?
Get in the comment section if you gay and you married to a woman. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. I don't know where you find these metrosexuals, man, that be on here spewing this non-male, non-manhood, non-macho nonsense. What's going on with dude? He has issues.
No, he don't. He
Clearly, guys are manipulating women. Clearly, the whole month is
So he wrong?
the whole month is about this. Of course, he's wrong. My show
Explain.
because he's wrong. He's wrong on two different levels. He's wrong. I've already proved that men view y'all as the enemy because y'all view us as dogs. Soon as it comes out your mouth, you've already made me an enemy. Have you ever said to somebody or to yourself in the pillow, men are dogs? Right. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The bottom line is all women have said it. So when you get dogged, there's no remorse for you.
In a pillow?
As soon as you say I am your mortal enemy, I'm going to dog you because you call me a dog. You see me as a dog, nothing else. I'm never going to be anything but a dog to you. So I'm going to dog you. That for one. So him saying he believes them overplayed her hand, that's not true. Secondly, we shout out to M Trusted, man. Shout out to everybody on Instagram rocking with me. Secondly, he's wrong on this level. Women don't count up the cost, but they didn't have this knowledge until Taibu Muad'Dib dropped it on their head tonight. Thank you very much. Ladies, y'all did not know that you don't count up the cost. If the relationship ends, you give that man back to the streets or whatever, to the community, whatever. What's the value on that refund? If you marry him or give him kids, then what value is he going to have? Is he going to pay the child support? Going to keep the alimony going? Was he able to do that? Did you see that in him before you got with him and got married to him? Secondly, if you recycle him and go back to him, what value can he add to your life? So y'all not counting up the cost. Y'all end up in dead end relationships with deadbeat individuals. You're not surprised if you met a man that moved on with you and left his other children behind, or fake brought his kids with you, or whatever, played the role like he cared only because you was going to take care of all of them anyway. Then he leave you and your kids. Don't act like he played. It was your fault. He's saying like it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, whatnot. Like you overplayed your hand. Now, if you was in love with somebody, but you didn't count the cost, you didn't look at it, you ain't fall back like, let me fall back and let Fam be on his own for a minute and see how he really takes care of his shorties. See how he really provides. You know what I'm saying? See what he really, let me talk to him and get to know him and see what's going on. Let me talk to the baby mamas and find out what's really happening. Y'all not doing y'all research. Way back in my first episodes, I told y'all do y'all research. But still, I think that when he's saying y'all overplaying y'all hand, y'all supposed to be nurturers. Y'all supposed to want to give it all. You're doing the best you can to choose the best kind you can. So if he dogs you, manipulates you, that's on him. It's not on you. If you give a man everything you got and you show him everything that you holding, what's wrong with that? Why wouldn't you want to do that? I ain't gonna lie, everybody. I'm the kind of individual where I lost out on potentially decent relationships with really great women because I held back. Because I held back. So, after that, happened a couple of times, I go clean in. But see, because I come solid, I can catch the vibe. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I think that he's wrong on both those levels that, women, if you can't blame somebody for something that they don't know. I'm just now putting stuff out there that y'all didn't know. You have to count up the cost. The next time you go deal with a dude, no matter who he's living with, what his job is, whatever, whatnot, you have to look at on the back end. If you want to, break up with him, but then recycle him and get back with him, what value can he really add? That second time around, will there be any at all? Because if it's just a wet ass, I don't know. Doesn't seem very valuable to me. You can't pay rent with that. You can't buy food with that. So the bottom line is, and then if you kick them back for a refund, like, oh yeah, 6 months kickback refund. What value is coming to you? If he pays your car note that turns you on, and you rowboating with him and all that stuff like that, but then the relationship's over, and he put mileage on your body, and whatever else, maybe miles on your credit. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But he didn't he didn't buy you a new car. He didn't help you get into that next house that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. Where was the upgrade? So I'm just saying, but ladies, y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that you're supposed to count the cost of this guy. You know what I'm saying? You have the right, women. You have the God-given right to be like, man, look, where is your value at, bro? When these guys sit with the bill value, yes, that's true. And y'all have the right to say, where is it at? I can't find it high, low, near, far. Let me look over there for it. So him talking about women over to play their hand. Nah, when you choose, you're supposed to show him this is what you have here. Don't, ladies, if you mess with me and you hold back from me and you miss out an opportunity with a great guy, is what it is. So I mean, the bottom line is don't let yourself be in that situation. But this guy right here, he's totally off. These metrosexuals on his podcast, y'all watching and listening to because they got the nice little setup. I don't know where he's sitting. He probably sitting in his closet. You know what I'm saying? With a what's called ring light.
They have a big time podcast.
You see what I'm saying? Because y'all want to hear fake stuff from fake individuals. I'm never gonna pander for views. I just sat there and told them that for you sat down. What dude's talking about is nonsense. You can't fault somebody for what they don't know. If a female didn't know, she's supposed to count the cost.
Men is manipulators.
Because we're supposed to, because y'all the enemy. Go back, y'all, and watch last week. See with the enemy series. This is counting up the cost. Okay, so you never said men are dogs, not one time ever in your whole life.
I mean, because you can't put.
That's a yes or no question.
No, I haven't, because you can't put
men
in one category.
I know. I don't even know.
Put all women in one category, like when it comes to that, because all women don't do that. All men don't do that.
You tripping, man.
Really?
Get in the comment section if you believe Shay's never said ever out of her mouth one time that men are dogs.
I say some men are dogs. I don't never say all men are dogs. It's facts. I'm just saying.
Wow. So do you think he's right or wrong?
I feel that he's 50-50. What was that? Water?
I was trying to hit the slap. You got water instead of the slap.
Water. So you gonna slap me because I said 50-50?
Let's hear it. You might shame yourself. Let's get the shame bag right.
No.
Why you be hating all your? Okay, well, I mean, come on, because you wishy-washy tonight.
I'm saying because some dudes be on the manipulation, kick, but some women do. They be getting the clues of, okay, we just kicking it, but they still want to go and spin and do all this different stuff, knowing that he not looking at you like no girlfriend. So, like I said, it's like a 50-50. Sometimes, it is women. Sometimes, the dudes do be manipulated. So I said 50-50. You can't just say, oh, no. You know what I'm saying, on one. But
rewind.
Women are just not patient enough to find out what the man is truly there for.
Right.
And what I mean by that is
So he's right about that.
So if y'all look at last week, Sleeping with the Enemy, and I did talk about that was just yesterday. Yeah, multiple choice Monday. I was talking about the time, right? The expense or the cost of being in a relationship. Yeah. Maybe we should cue that up, right?
I was asleep.
So I mean, what this guy is saying, take the time to none of us we're not getting any younger, Shay. So I mean, I'm saying like, okay.
I could pass for a high school.
None of us are getting younger, but Shay's getting
I
younger.
could pass for a high school.
So look, hot girl stuff. All right. I know for a fact that this guy right here, he's saying that most women don't take the time to get to know men. So like he's basically saying that he got curved, you know.
Why is we talking about him?
Cause
giving his
cause
perspective on something, but we talking about him.
He got curved at some point in his life and he hadn't let that go.
Really?
Yeah, he got curved and he can't let it go.
Hit that slap button for you.
I'm just saying he definitely got curved and he's still dealing with it. He's using this podcast to get out what happened to him a long time ago.
Okay.
Because what he's saying is he was like Will Smith on Hitch before he became cool, and some other guy just came along, snatched her up, and you know she gave all herself up to benefits to the man, and he didn't commit. So basically, some chick. Hold on. Hey, let me finish. Don't cut me off my show. So he basically, so some chick left him for a guy that didn't really care about her, and he knew about that because she tried to do what? Recycle him.
Come up with a whole
she tried to double back to him, and at that point he felt like really low because he couldn't help but still mess with her anyway. So I can tell that really messed him up. Telling you, insecure dude.
Giving up benefits to a man so early in the process before you figure out what is his reason for being there. Now that's cool.
Now that's why I say you talking about 50-50. We get to call you out because you weren't always talking about how like he talking about like early in the process, right? He said she's giving up all the benefits early in the process, right? Mm-hmm. But you big on this show so far. You've been big on like, oh, what man gonna wait for some, you know, poom poom? What man gonna wait? You know what I'm saying?
What they got to do with that?
He's saying that
he's saying like doing stuff for somebody.
Nah,
he ain't say nothing about that. Where you got that from?
Okay, what does friends with benefits mean?
That's not what we're talking about.
We're talking about
their benefits,
like health benefits, like insurance benefits.
No,
you calling rowboating benefits?
Play it again.
Cool if that's just your thing, right? Like if you run into a guy and you realize, okay, this is not going anywhere fast, but I'm ready to have some fun.
So that sounds like rowboating to me. Nah.
Stop stopping it.
Nah, man.
Stop stopping it. Stop stopping it.
She ain't keeping it real, y'all.
Oh, now you don't want to play it no more, really? Hit that slap.
She ain't keeping it real, y'all. First of all, she's never said men are dogs. Secondly,
no,
now
I didn't say that. I said I didn't say all men. Some men, yeah.
Secondly, now she want to listen to the dude talk. The dude yap. He don't know what he's talking about. Want to know why? Because he's still hurt. Oh yeah, he's still scarred. Type of mood deep right here, man. I'm gunning down the competition, man. Real special podcast there is. Look, we did the right or wrong segment. Let's go look at the real definition so the ladies can get some value. So what I said was basically like women, when you look at dating a man, look to see if he will have value beyond the initial go around. We'll just call it go around. So y'all first go around, like, will he have value beyond that? So let's look at, all right, some definitions. We're going to define, oops.
Definition.
Okay, we're going to define. You just hate something. Just hate, y'all. Just hate.
Should I already hit it ready?
Just because you hate on greatness doesn't mean it's not greatness. All right.
Hit the slap.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? This is what I deal with.
Hit the slap.
We like the odd couple for real. She definitely don't like me at all.
Hit the slap.
All right. If y'all see what I'm seeing, this is what it is. Recycle. The verb says convert waste into reusable material. So, ladies, what you once thought was wasted can be reused. That's that's a hotline. Why you over here? Why are you over here yawning as if you never recycled anybody?
What? No, I'm sleepy. What you talking about?
Wow.
Like I never recycle somebody. How you recycle somebody? How you recycle somebody?
Convert waste into usable material. So, ladies, if there's a guy that's a waste of your time, a waste of your time on the most part, but then you go back to him because at certain points he's useful. He's a handyman, right? But now in the relationship sense, if you look at this person before you get into relationship with him, can this person be converted even if everything goes bad? Can this is the kind of person that can be converted into something reusable?
How you reuse?
Watch your mouth, girl. All right. So we're gonna leave that one right there.
Does that slap for you?
That was for you.
No.
Watch your mouth. All right.
What I say? Reuse?
We're gonna define refund.
Give me my money.
All right. A repayment of a sum of money, typically to a dissatisfied. Ladies, have you ever been dissatisfied?
Very much so. Well, slap your yourself.
Wow.
Give me my money.
All right. We're gonna take this one right here because it's the most appropriate to the point I'm trying to make. All right. I'll copy that. Stop sharing that. Come back over here. All right. So, ladies, take into consideration, right? How does it look on the back end? All right. You have to look down the line. African people, the only reason that we still are living in a slave mentality is because nobody has looked ahead. Everybody's comfortable being in the rat race for today, or sometimes discomfortable. Still, it's okay because it already happened. It can't be changed. Looking in the past, but we're definitely afraid of looking to the future. We're the only culture that's definitely afraid of looking into the future. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, take into consideration, can the person that you about to date be converted post relationship into reusable material?
How do you do that?
Okay.
Explain.
You've been doing it. They still on your phone. All right. Now let's go with the refund. Okay. Ladies, right? What kind of repayment will you get on your time with this individual? Right? Seriously. What type of repayment will you get?
So if you break up with somebody, you're supposed to be like, all right, I'm gonna need that money back that I done spent in this relationship.
No, what I'm saying is clearly what I'm clearly saying is this. If you have children with a man, should I tell her to give me a story, everybody? Or should I wait till she says, please first? You know what I mean? Wow. Psych Your Mind on Channel 9. Get your own. I'm talking about, look, this is what it is. Type in Wood D. Shay, I just want to know, what kind of repayment did you think about getting back for your ex-husband? I mean, when you refunded him, when you started, when you got a divorce.
I don't even want it back. Just go. You can have it. I don't even want to go back to
Nah, I'm talking about 12 years of marriage. You cooked, clean, had kids. You know what I'm talking about? What kind of repayment did you ever think about that?
He
Like,
gone. That's good enough.
Nah,
like, I don't
come on. Nah,
I'm serious.
Nah,
I'm serious.
Nah.
So you talking about what, monetary or like?
I'm saying when you ask for a refund, you get something back, right? All right, there it is. There, you see what I'm saying, ladies? Y'all going in to these relationships, not even thinking, okay, what kind? If I shoot this back to the streets, what kind of refund am I going to get?
Oh, that's how we supposed to be thinking when we first give somebody.
Man, that would count up the cost. That look. I'm nothing if not consistent. Your acceptable numbers are way too high, ladies. And that's because you're not doing stuff like this. You're not counting up the cost. That guy, he wasn't worth your body count going higher and higher and higher out of marriageability category.
So if we recycling, it wouldn't be going up. You just backtracking, right?
Okay, put like this. Let's, to your point, say you 22 and you get with a guy, and then you have 3 more relationships, and in between relationships, you get back with that same guy.
That's
what's your body count at that point? From the numbers I gave,
you said you with him, and then 3 other relationships, so 4.
Okay.
So your
that's right. That's below. That's below the number. That's below the number that the men have. The men have spoken. The median number.
So she's supposed to stay at age 22 till it's time for her to get married. Like, come on now, that don't make sense.
I'm just saying.
Y'all saying, oh, we're not supposed to be getting married.
I'm saying when you see.
So evidently, by the time she's 30,
Yahoo.
By the time she's 30, it's not gonna be 4.
Yahoo.
By the time she's 30, it's not gonna be 4.
Yahoo said don't marry young.
I'm just period. Y'all said you said don't get married young. Did you not?
Between 17 and 25.
Right. So
do you consider a 25-year-old to be young?
25 to 30.
Do you consider a 26-year-old to be young?
25 to 30, she's still supposed to have 4.
I don't know how old you are, but do you consider a 25-year-old to be
30,
young?
is she supposed to still have 4? Please tell me that. So
she's supposed to have.
Keep recycling back.
She's supposed to have 4. She's supposed to have 4 until she. I can't argue with somebody that wants to bust it open to whoever's on Snapchat or Black People Meet. Snapchat. I'm not talking about you.
I'm just saying.
But I'm not talking about you.
But I'm just saying.
I wasn't talking about you. You just own that thing and wasn't even talking about you.
Predictable in 2022. A 22-year-old, you think got 4 bodies.
I'm talking about what should be happening based on the feedback I'm getting on the show.
Having it way earlier than normal. 12, 13.
Type of more D right here.
Oh, okay. Shoot yourself.
There's no. Wow, that was harsh.
Yeah.
We're gonna chuckle that one off. I'll pretend y'all didn't hear that, so in case I end up dead, y'all don't call the police and she don't go to jail for life. You know what I'm saying? Because she got 2 lazy ass teenage sons to take care of, don't do nothing for themselves, so she can't leave them out here. Ben, they be messed up for real. So nobody want them but her, for real. I'm just being real. That's what it is.
Yeah, they do.
Who won them?
Everybody.
Go to jail for killing me and find out, and then shoot yourself.
Never.
All right.
Get a hitman.
It didn't work for Ray Caruth that well. All right, look, this is the bottom line. Ladies, you have to be wise. You know, I mean, if the consensus says that men aren't putting mileage on their body if they're rowboating, but the consensus says that you ladies are having mileage put on yourself. Don Rico, the people's champ, the people's choice, says that, you know, y'all sleeping, y'all numbers are so high, y'all sleeping with the whole happy hour. I'm talking about at most bars. I'm talking about, so yeah, everybody up in there. And if your number is that high, pack everybody, ladies. If you with 100 bodies, if you can't really be in most places and that not be.
Getting on men. Why you steady talking about women and the bodies? We on men, right?
There has to be a respect level of the podcaster and then the person that's just like coming on for a segment. Like get in the comments says I should start telling Shay to hit it before I finish out my podcast after her little segment is over with. Just get in the comment section and let me know. If you a drummer king and want a drummer king, please call I don't know her number by heart. The bottom line is we do what we do because we're not looking ahead far enough. That count up the cost. You know, make an educated decision, make an informed decision, right? It's Taibu Muad'Dib. Do not fold. Do not be afraid to be who you are and be yourself. I started this podcast tonight on time, so that means I get to end on time. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Because clearly everybody ain't and won't. But let me say this in no uncertain terms. Recycle versus refund. Ladies, count up the cost. Make sure that that individual is going to have value beyond the relationship. That's a clear indication of whether you're dealing with a man or a little boy in a man's body. All right. To those of you that rock with me, man, it's going down, man. I think that there's something afoot behind the whole deal just happened a couple of seconds ago. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it go with the theme song. Let's get it right. All right.
Bluetooth pairing.
Let's go with it. Try to get my Bluetooth on here. I've come this far on the track. Lord help me, my mind is stressed. I'm a mess. Lord help me. Open the window, open to my heart. I can do nothing without you. Oh God, I'm praying, and I stay in your grace. And I'm a heathen, I feel and need a healing from this mess. It must be a test, Lord help me. Taibu Muad'Dib, I got this hot song. I got 2 hot songs to drop on you. It's going to be the hottest thing you've ever heard. When I walk off into any establishment when they play this song, it's going to go crazy. It's going down, man. Check me out tomorrow for Wild Out Wednesday. You know it's going down. Ladies, count the cost. Will he have value if you recycle him? How about if you refund him? Taibu Muad'Dib. The more you know. Let's go.